And welcome back to another MMS 2017 speaker interview. And today, the one man who hardly needs any introduction, we have Johan, certainly one of our most popular speakers, longtime MMS supporter and speaker and attendee. Hey, Johan, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks for having me.
So I'm looking at your schedule right now, and I think, as usual, you have a pretty busy schedule. And I'm also seeing some repeat sessions, which means your sessions are very popular. So before we talk about that, why don't you tell us, what are you going to be presenting at MMS this year?
Well, as usual, I will have a few different deployment sessions. That's the main topic. So config manager, OSD, MDT, Windows 10. Everything you need to deploy and manage that platform, really.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like where you're going with some of these sessions because I see top 10 OSD issues in the past year and real world OSD deployment samples, things like that. So you're really taking what you've been seeing at customers over the last year and bringing it to MMS.
Yeah, exactly. About half of my time I have the opportunity to dedicate for, regular, honest consulting work. And when you do that kind of work, you stumble across things you would never, ever find just a research or a lab or a test environment. That's how you learn the real deal, really.
Okay, very cool. And then if you're looking at Johan's schedule, if you're looking to sign up for some of your sessions, what you're going to see is you're going to see some repeat sessions. And that generally means the first session's sold out. So we're doing it again. So if you weren't able to get into the first session, make sure you check out the repeat session. It's going to be the same thing, so don't worry about going to both. But make sure you catch one of those sessions because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of great information.
That's not entirely true.
Ooh.
I mean, a lot of the sessions is also around discussions and interaction with the audience. So one session is not technically the same as the other. The presentation part, sure, but the Q&A things, probably not.
That's a good point because we've been talking to a few speakers with some repeat sessions, but of course, MMS is different because we always block a lot of time for Q&A. So all the more reason that every session will be a bit different. And of course, bring your questions. Johan's going to be more than happy to answer them. He's a tremendous resource.
Absolutely.
And I'm also seeing something new here on your schedule, and it looks like you're going to be talking a little bit about storage spaces direct with Michael
I was
Nystrom.
Hijacked by Mr. Michael to join his session. So it turns out that another passion I have in life is automation, and a lot of things in Server 2016 and Hyper-V related things also, not only storage, can be automated through PowerShell. So that's very shiny.
Very shiny. No, that's great. It's good to see that. I'm just looking at the session here, and that sounds like a great session because we all have to keep our fundamentals, our 2016 knowledge strong. So I think that's going to be a great one to check out. So
absolutely.
Johan, dude, I know you're one of the busiest guys. You're, of course, the king of all things shiny. So I'm going to let you go. Thanks for telling us about your sessions, and I'm sure they'll all be packed, standing room only as usual for your sessions this year. So thanks again for speaking with us.
Thanks, and see you at MMS.